What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the GINN podcast. This is your host, Gilbert Sanchez. If you're new here, you can call me G. But basically, on this podcast, we talk about anything and everything that a podcast could talk about. We go into life events, advice, current stories right now, musicians, artists. Last episode, we had freaking Bandit Barbecue, so that was fucking dope. Could have had some samples, but Los was tripping that day. But that was a dope episode, previous one. But yeah, it's been a wild time. I know I said on my previous video, moving into this whole studio has been fucking crazy. Even now, I want to do more things to the studio. I want to put up fucking foam panels, acoustic panels to be exact. I want to get a neon sign up there. So something to look forward to, something to fucking look forward to. Like I said, I'm not. Me and Jay have been going back and forth about getting acoustic panels because they're so fucking expensive. But man, I just feel like I need to fill y'all in. But on this episode, we got Dyreek. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, appreciate you. I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I first like to get into like the background side of everything, because most of the time, like, it will be our first time meeting. Like, this is our first time meeting. So, shit, man. I know I was talking off air about what about where I went to college and like what my degree was. But shit, I fucking was born in Corpus, man, and parents divorced in shit like 2002, bro. Shit didn't work out, and then family moved over here. I have like two sisters, one brother, and shit was tough, bro. Shit was tough. We grew up on the south side of San Antonio. It was fucking crazy, but shit, that's life, bro. That's fucking life. Where are you from?
Sheesh, I'm from Houston, Texas, specifically Third Ward.
Gotcha.
So we kind of have like the same kind of story or background.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing. Parents divorced. I think like 2013, 2012, 2013.
Oh shit! So this was recent.
Yeah. So, shit, it was rough.
Before we get into everything, I always like to, because I was young, so I was like 5'6", so I don't remember anything. This was 7 years ago, so I'm sure you remember kind of the feelings, the fucking whole situation that was going on. Does that have anything to do with like your music?
It has a lot to do with music because, well, first of all, like when I first started making music, I've been making music all my life. So like when it started from influences from my dad, because my dad had his own band, had his own label and all this other stuff. And it was a small label, you know what I'm saying? It was something that he was working with. And then when my parents got a divorce, like I was literally stripped away from music because,
Did you move with your mom?
Yeah, my mom had full custody of us. And then my dad wasn't like, mentally stable enough to actually take care of us and stuff like that. And then, yeah, so it was crazy, So a lot of my music has to do with like those moments, because shit, it was rough. Like, like the song, especially the song that I just dropped, we'll talk about it a little bit more later. It was just so many emotions from that. Like, what can I say? Like, geez, all my mental health issues came from that. Like, I would say, stem from that.
It's crazy because this was, you said 2013, so mental health was it was talked about back then, but it's not what it is now. So you didn't even know I couldn't even go onto like Twitter, Instagram, social media in general and see like anything about anxiety or depression or the way people feel in their head, like beyond those, because I know of course there's a fucking ton. So the way people feel in their head is it's a huge thing now. So what was I was gonna ask you, what's like what did you feel like, if you don't mind me asking? Because the only reason why I ask before you say anything is because this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I like to pretty much bring the information out, value to people, because if there's anything that you can say that can help people, I'm all for it, man. So if you can share whatever you like.
I mean, I would say like most of my emotions were like I didn't feel loved and I didn't feel like the sense of unity anymore. Because like growing up, like my family was tight knit. Like I would see my cousins every weekend. I would see everybody every weekend. Like and then like everybody was just a tight knit. And then after that situation happened between me and my parents, shit, everybody just went their own way, you know.
Yeah.
And because everybody went their own way and separately at the time, I didn't feel love, and I didn't feel the love that I felt at first. And then I didn't feel like anybody really cared about me, you know, because I was forced to grow up at an early age. I was
Yeah.
like 12, 13, already hustling, trying to like find a job and trying to help my mom because we were homeless for just a little quite bit. You know, we were homeless. We ended up living with my grandfather and stuff like that. And through all that time, like I had to see my dad say like I heard him say like hurtful shit like oh like he'll say it in front of us like oh like if my mom wasn't with him like he's not going to take care of us.
Yeah.
I was there to see that shit, and I was also there to see the fact that like my dad got arrested. I also saw my dad almost put his hands on my mama. My sister he actually did put his hands on my mom a couple times, but luckily I wasn't there to see it all the time. But like I would see the after effects. My mom would like come home crying, like nails missing, like nails broken and shit. And yeah, like you know, and I was missing the most important key at the time, which was a father, because I was 13.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
that's a very pivotal stage for a child, you know, especially for someone like me, you know.
It's huge, man. Shit. A lot of people don't grow up with their fathers, especially the side of town you grew up on, side of town I grew up, just pretty much everywhere, bro. It's a huge thing that's it fucking sucks because during those teenage years, you want to learn how to fucking you want to play sports with your father. You want to learn different shit about relationships. You want to there's just certain emotions and feelings that you don't necessarily some people don't feel comfortable talking to their mother or their older sister about, and that father figure is supposed to be there. And I think
Yeah,
that's where people have a lot of issues. Like fucking, you hear the saying like daddy issues,
yeah, facts.
oh shit, even mommy issues, like not having your mother around. That's a
Yeah,
huge thing too. So nah, man, I appreciate you sharing that shit because I know I've talked about it before on my Instagram. This was a couple months ago, but my senior year, this was I think it was like December of 2012, and we got evicted from our house, and mom couldn't pay bills, couldn't do anything, so we lived. I think it was about a month. Um, if you know what I'm talking about, it's off of Marbach and Military, but there's a hotel there that we stayed in there for about a month. But it was one of those things where I was just like, fuck, can't be doing this shit all my life. Can't be fucking leaving my mom in this situation. And you know what's a crazy thing about this is about what I'm saying is that you're not supposed to feel this way. Like you're people
not
our
at
age
all.
at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, and it's
Like
it's not your mother or dad's, well, whoever fault it is, you can say it.
I
But
shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm not even scared to say whose fault it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And the reason why I'm not scared to say whose fault it was because at some point, shit, I haven't even talked to my dad in like what 6 years. It's been like 6 years now. It's been a hot minute. Well, I haven't had like a full conversation with him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
actually had a sit down conversation because that relationship was detached. And in all honesty, it's hard for me to see him as my father now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to see him. I know that he is, but it's hard to see him like that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of all the shit that I had to hear, all the stuff that like I had like he put us through, you know. And being homeless was not, I just want to clarify like being homeless was not like his fault. I mean, well, it was his fault because when the cops came and all that stuff that night, bruh, they asked my mom, like, do you have somewhere to stay? She was like, yes, and stuff like that. Well, get all your stuff and then, you know, we're gonna take you to your grandfather, my grandpa's crib.
Hmm.
And then we had to sit stuck there for like probably like a couple months. Like I think it was like almost it was damn near a year. It was damn near a year. And we ended up living in a one bedroom apartment. And then me and my brothers, no TV, no
I
nothing.
bet, bro.
No TV, no couch. My mom ended up getting a couch a couple like months later, but no TV, no couch. But it
Jeez.
was barely any food to eat.
Yeah.
On top of that, like my three of my uncles, no, it was my uncle, my aunt, my other aunt, and her two kids that ended up living with us too in that one bedroom apartment. And That shit was just crazy, man. It was just
That
it's
shit,
crazy, man.
bro, that
Like
sounds tough, man. I'm not gonna lie.
shit,
That shit sounds tough, bro.
that shit was tough, man. It was tough, and it was a lot of trials and tribulations. And for me to be where I'm at today, like, you know, I give thanks to God, and I also give thanks to my mom, because through anything, even though like my mom wasn't the perfect mother or had everything down packed,
Yeah, yeah.
like I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm in school, you know. I It's a blessing,
Yeah,
bro.
we were talking off air about just the college and degrees, and I mean, you just mentioned how most people nowadays are not using their degree for what they went to school for, and it's I think we're in a different world now, bro. Like you don't this whole age of social media and the internet, you can just make so much money online, or even at that, like you don't even have to go to school. Like there's shit that's self taught. Fucking YouTube.
Bro, YouTube is the goat.
like you can go to YouTube, bro,
YouTube is the goat. Like,
type anything and you will find thousands of videos about that specific niche, bro. And it's fucking crazy. And it's free.
yeah, it's
It's
free.
free.
Like, let me tell y'all this. Like, YouTube is it's the most helpful thing that I've had throughout my whole life. I literally just type up how to, boom,
Bro.
boom, boom, boom.
Bro.
And then like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because I would say like I'm not gonna lie to you, YouTube kind of did save my life, because you know, like YouTube, I just searched up everything that I was curious about. And like you were saying too earlier, like you don't need a degree nowadays. Like in all
Nah.
honesty, I'm in here because I just want to say, like, I don't want to be another black man without a degree. But at the same time, if the music stuff takes off, I'm
Yeah.
out this motherfucker. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm
Yeah.
gone.
There's a bro, there's a fuck, what's his name? I don't know if you've seen I Am Athlete podcast with
Yeah.
like Brandon
Oh, yeah.
Marshall.
Oh,
Okay.
I watch it all the time, bro.
So it's Brandon Marshall. I think his name is Channing. I don't know, but he's a dude with dreads.
Yeah,
Similar
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. I know
he's
what
one of the dudes, but he specifically always says that he was in the league for about 5-6 years and he only did it for money. While everybody else, even though he loved the game, he only did it for money, which is kind of the thing with whatever you're trying to go to. Like use that whatever your profession is going into, whether if it's fucking college, whether if you're going into some self-taught thing on YouTube, use that and then use that fuel to get fucking whatever you're trying to accomplish, whether if it's money, whether if it's fucking, I don't know,
Yeah,
fucking
for
relationship,
sure.
like whatever you can think of that you actually want, and then kind of just better your life from there. But shit, man, we that was a dope little conversation right there, a
Hey,
little
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pre-conversation.
No cap.
But what I want to get into next though
Don't go
is
to school if you don't want to go to school. I will tell you this right now. Find some that's just the truth. Everyone's gonna tell you
yeah,
go to school. Da, 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 da. I would suggest just go for 1 year and have that one experience. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. It's gonna be a lot of shorties there, a lot of dudes there. You know what I'm saying? You know, like go have fun. But
yeah.
after that 1 year, bro, it's depressing, bro. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna get depressing.
Shit,
So
bro, I've seen. Oh man, so there was this girl. This is fucking way off topic, but you just said something that triggered me. There was this girl that went to UTSA, and she like, I think her parents were so strict that whenever she got into college, she just kind of let loose, and like, I think the first year, her GPA was like a 1.75 or some shit like that. So
bruh.
like, she was partying every day. She was fucking just doing different shit
Yeah,
because
bro, get
when she
like that.
when she was in like high school, her parents were so strict, they didn't let her fucking
Mm-hmm.
go to the movies, the mall, and like everything changed when you get that sense of freedom. But it's real life,
It's
bro.
crazy.
That shit happens all the time.
It's crazy because I know a couple people who that happened to too.
Yeah.
Like I graduated with them, they came to college, but because parents were strict or because parents set these high expectations for their children,
Yeah.
you know, they come into college and they fuck up. They mess up. And they mess up because your style of parenting isn't yes, some people are old school, but they have to realize we're in a new school. You know what I'm saying? There's a new way to parent
Mhm.
children, and a lot of like parenting has evolved. Um, some parents think just providing is enough, for just providing, like, oh, you have this, you have that, you have this. But I feel like most parents today, what they need to focus on is mental health. Like
Yeah.
literally how we were talking about earlier, it's mental health. Checking in on how your child is doing is gonna better let you know how to parent.
Mhm.
the child, and also it'll make them more comfortable.
Yeah, I think I was shit, I think I was talking to Juan actually about this like a week ago, and looking upon just like minorities, mental health is looked down upon for sure. Like it's
Facts.
if you're feel any type of anxiety, depression, anything wrong in your head, you're like for instance, like your little girl, like if you feel that way, like you're weak. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it's not something that's talked about. Even now, I couldn't even imagine 10 years from now if I would have went to my mom and told me or told her that I was feeling these issues or I previously felt these issues. Granted, she man, I give all credit to my mom. Like
Yeah, man. Shout
she
out
was
to all
yeah,
the single mothers out there.
she was
I love you, man.
she was definitely different, and I'll tell you how different she was. And I've had my mom on my podcast twice, so we've talked about this. But um, I've partied with my mom, like in high school. Like we've drank together. Her famous,
Sheesh.
yeah. So her famous, and the only reason why she did that is because my two older sisters, they were a year apart or a year and a half apart, so they were like a grade apart, and she didn't do that with them. Well, shit, she started to see the changes that these people, well, that my sisters were feeling when they did leave the house. And she was just like, her mind started to change. It evolved over time. She was just like, okay, so let me switch things up. Let me do this different. So her famous line is, if I don't care if you're doing it at home, like no matter what it is. I mean, known the fucking crazy ass hard drugs like fucking meth and crack and shit like that, but like smoking weed or drinking, like little minor shit like that. Like if you're gonna do it at home because I know you're safe and you don't have to drive anywhere. Like you're safe.
It's
So
good.
that was one of the things that was fucking dope about my mom. And I mean, yeah, I've had fucking parties with her. It
That's
was kind of, it
crazy.
was weird
That's
because
crazy.
at one function, like I would have a party, so there would be like high school people on one side of the house, and then on the other side of the house would be like a group of her fucking 35, 40 year olds at the time, like just doing their thing. So it was a cool experience, man. And it was one of those things where she just had to evolve because when I got out of high school and into college, I like out of that stage, I fucking died down like 50% for sure. Like I didn't have no energy for it, or I didn't even want to do it because I
Facts.
already had done it. Like
Yeah.
it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want to fucking drink my life away or just
You
get
already done it. Like you already
yeah,
done it. You seen like you learned earlier the consequences of everything.
exactly.
So when you stepped out your house, it was like I know what to do. I'm not a crash dummy,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But a lot of parents end up having their kids be crash dummies, and that's the same thing. That I would say my mom was similar without the drinking and all that stuff. But like my mom
Yeah.
gave me freedom, bro. Like my
Yeah.
mom let me go out anytime. My mom let me curse around here. Like my mom did a lot. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't super strict with me, but that was mainly because she saw how responsible I was first.
Yeah.
But I got that response, like being responsible. I got that from watching like my brother like mess up and all that stuff. But I got to high school, like her parenting style changed a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She gave me a little bit more freedom. She let me go out whenever I wanted. She let me do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And then by the time I got to college, I was like, damn, I don't even want to do half of this shit. Like even now, like ask him, like I'm asleep by 10. I'm
Bro.
asleep by 10. I do not stay up at night.
Yeah.
I come from work, you know what I'm saying? Get my little smoky
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
and then I dead
Out,
sleep.
yeah. I
Dead
was
sleep.
literally talking about this with somebody on Instagram this morning. I had posted a picture. It was like, I think I'm not too sure how old you are, but I'm 26. But
21.
like, you're 21?
Yes, sir.
Shit, bro.
Ski.
But I was saying like how you reach a certain age and like you wake up and your body's just fucking aching like for no reason. But there was people chiming in. They were like 20, 19 years old that are feeling the same way. And I was just talking about how we're just too fucking young to be feeling this old. And um, I have no idea where that was going, but we'll jump right into the music, bro. We
Yeah, 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 yeah.
what I want to ask you though is you had touched on it earlier about your pops being into like music and kind of having that. So, but other than that, like why music? What kind of drove you to that?
Man, look. So what drove me back to music was my ex doing me dirty, bro. My ex did me so dirty, like dirty. I'm not even gonna say her name. I'm not even gonna give her free clout.
Nah, no free
But
clout.
um, yeah, bro, like like she was like my breaking point. On top of everything that was already happening with my parents and My dad going back and forth. My dad even ended up stabbing one of my mom's boyfriends.
Hold up,
Yeah,
what'd you say?
yeah, bro. My dad was crazy, bro. My dad
Oh
crazy, bro. Like
shit.
my dad, bro. His nickname, by the way, I'm Honduran too. So like
Okay.
my parents speak Spanish, so I speak Spanish
Oh
too.
shit.
But shit, like yeah, like my dad's nickname is Loco. Like they call him Loco for a reason, bro. Like my dad is crazy, and I don't know what the hell I don't know what you was thinking when you got with him, but shit.
So they're both Honduran?
Yeah, both of them.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. Okay, my
yeah,
bad. Keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. Nah, you good, you good. So shit, like continuing story about like why music, like my ex girl, not my girl, my ex girl did me dirty, bro. Like she ended up messing with one of my like she was already not being responsive to the fact that I have mental health issues. Yes, I didn't want her to be my therapist, but she was the only person that I felt like to listen
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me, listen to my. I just wanted her to listen, bro. Shorty started ignoring me, and this is like senior year of high school, so everybody's going through these emotions. We finna graduate, you know what I'm saying? She was valedictorian too, you know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, so like I was saying, like she she was doing me dirty, you know what I'm saying? Not being responsive to like, yo, like I'm going through something right now or da. And like I had a couple suicide attacks during that time and stuff like that. And yeah, she did call people to make sure that I was good and stuff like that. But the person that I wanted to make sure that I was good was her. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm saying?
makes
So
sense.
so because everybody else is like she was the only person, bro. Like she was the only person that I felt like at the time that I was comfortable enough to tell everything to. But shout out to my cousin Nestle and shout out to Talia. You know what I'm saying? There were two people like they're the only ones who saw me cry during that time. Um, but so I ended up breaking up with her like on May 20th. That was my last suicidal attempt on my mom's birthday. Matter of fact, bro, on
Jeez.
my mom's birthday. That was my last suicidal attack that I had in high school. And um, she's like, after that, like literally a day after, I started I started writing lyrics. I just started writing lyrics. I started writing lyrics. Another person that really helped me through that time too was XXX Tentacion. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. But I was listening to his music and I was like, shit, let me try it, bro. Like, let me just try it. Let me just try it. And um, I don't know where I was gonna go with it either.
Yeah.
Like I was just writing lyrics in a notebook. And then I was telling my friends, like, yo, like, I'm on. I'm saying I'm rapping now, but they was like, they thought I was playing.
There's a little sneak diss.
But then after a while, they was like, oh shit, like he's actually trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that breaking point was the reason why I ended up here. So it's like fuck her, but at the same time, thank you.
Yeah.
But still fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But
Bro,
simple as that.
so I think I don't know if I've talked about it before. Maybe it was on fucking Stephanie's podcast, and another friend of mine. But I talked about how I went through a breakup right before the pandemic, and I'm not too sure if I needed fucking closure, if I just needed someone to talk to that's gonna listen. So I hit her up, and the crazy thing about this, and I'll fucking forever cherish this girl because she was so selfless. After everything that I did, she still was able to say, "Cool, let's meet up, let's talk." Because that was literally it. I just told her, I said, "Look, I have some things to tell you. I just want to let loose and say everything that I want to say." Because I hadn't talked to her in about 8 months, and she was willing to do it, bro. And I think that was one of the things that kind of triggered my. I guess it was just fucking closure. I guess
Yeah.
that's kind of the main thing. So
And that the thing that also kind of fucks with me to this day too about that situation too was crazy is that I never got closure.
yeah,
I to this day I never got to ask her like why did you do that?
yeah, yeah,
I don't even think she knows that I know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But uh like as soon as that shit happened, I had blocked her. She's on block now. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about it no more. But I had blocked her because like at the time, like bro, like I hated this girl, bro. Like I
yeah.
hated her, bro. After that, bro, it was like, bro, like I hate this girl, bro. Like all the shit that I like, and I'm not the type of person to count all the shit that I've done for you, but like all the shit that I did and put
Mm,
up with being with you, and you did this kind of shit, You know what I'm saying? But one of my friends who I was calling my brother, like I it just be and like I'm gonna just say it be your own niggas, bro. But but
Bro, it really,
yeah,
yeah,
bro, like that shit was crazy. One of like she knew that we was that damn close.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And she still went back like literally a week after, bro. Not even a week after. It was like probably like 3-4 days. They were on, like they do this senior trip shit.
hmm
Um, they went on a senior trip and shit like that, and then shit. I guess it happened right there, and I was like, bro, like girls don't do shit with guys unless they actually like them, bro.
no, bro. Okay, so
So,
yeah,
so that really pissed me off because I was like,
yeah,
wait a minute, like if she was so quick to do it with one of my homies, bro, and I was the type of person like I trusted her, you know what I'm saying? Unless I didn't know the dude, but like I trusted her around my friends. You know what I'm saying, so I was like, damn. So like, what else did she do?
yeah. It just makes you start
Yeah,
thinking.
like it made me think like, what else did she do? But it's all good though. Fuck
Yeah,
her. You know what I'm saying? Like we on to the next. My new girl better though. So shout out to, what I'm saying, my new shorty. You know what I'm saying? Martina, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know. But
that's
yeah.
that's cute, bro. That's
Yeah,
cute.
gotta shout out her, man.
I'm just fucking with you, but I want to touch on that because I was talking to one of my buddies the other day about the fucking, I guess the I don't know what you call it, but this fucking notion that girls do things and like just because they're emotionally attached. I guess that's
Yeah,
the
they're
right word for it.
emotional.
Yeah, they're emotional apparently,
Simple.
but some girls are totally different.
So
And
who
I could be should be the last one talking about this because yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's fucking crazy you mentioned that. But back to
and
how
also girls are turning into guys now, bro. Y'all ruthless now,
no.
bro. What happened to like some of y'all just becoming ruthless? Like,
No, bro. So
dang.
I mean, just to go a little bit into the actual conversation, we're talking about how girls are just as crazy as guys are, whether if it comes to
What?
like just being like jealous, being um cheating, like just whatever, like they're just as bad. If you think they're not, you got a whole fucking side that you have not,
Not
yeah,
seen,
you have
bro.
not seen. Like it is what it is. And I think that it just comes with social media to a huge
Yes.
part. It's so easy, accessible
Yeah.
to kind of do these things. And back then it wasn't, yeah,
iPhones and
it
all
just
this shit.
wasn't
Like,
wasn't easy as it is now. And it's crazy. But who artists right now, who you fucking with? Who do you like? Who you
uh,
listening to right now?
right now I listen to a lot of me because I'm in the process of writing a project. So I'm like going back and studying my old stuff and be like, I can change this. But besides me, I don't want to be one of those rappers that say, yeah, just me. I don't only listen to me. Right now I'm listening to Young Thug a lot. I'm listening to Gunna a lot. I'm listening to Drake a lot too. I would say those three. Actually, no, a lot. And I also like Afro beats as well. So I
Yeah.
listen to a lot of Wizkid, um, Burna Boy. Yeah, so those are the artists I would say mainly right now. Those are the ones that I
Yeah.
listen to for sure.
How would you say that that you, because I always like to figure out how like artists and musicians, because me making music is probably like I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah.
So when someone makes music, they kind of take something from here, something from there, and they kind of create their own monster. Who are a couple artists that, whether if you when you first started or right now, that you kind of just taking something from there, whether if it's the sound, the fucking ad libs, the background music that he was saying earlier, like just shit like that. Who
I would say, bro, I would say X, Tentacion was like the first person that I try to imitate for
mm,
sure, uh, because of how much I felt his music and how much his music helped me. So I wanted to do the same thing for other people. Not necessarily like I just want to steal his style, but it's like I saw how he helped people and I wanted to do it the same
yeah,
way. But now, like currently, I would say Drake is one of my biggest influences right now. Drake is like one of my Drake has made all these artists nowadays. Like
bro.
like
Yeah.
like most of the rappers that are trying to come up right now listen to Drake or look up to Drake in some sort of way. Most of them
I was at the gym the other day and someone said that they don't fuck with Drake, or
smoking
someone that I know said they don't fuck with Drake, and
smoking
I was
crack.
like, I just wanted to get into a conversation about like how this guy is like the artist of the decade. Maybe it's like the different generations type things because
Yeah,
that's what me when I was at the gym, me and my the buddy I was working out with, that's what we were talking about. Because maybe it's like the different generation type thing. But he fucking I truly think that he transcended the game. Like he's from 2010 till fucking
now,
now, and it's gonna keep
yes,
going. I
yeah.
don't think ever gonna stop until he chooses to stop fucking making music or whatever he's doing.
Hey Drake, bro, please stop. I want next, bro. Please stop. I want next.
Yeah, but
But
he was huge.
he's huge, man. Like the reason why is just because he took the time to study other areas. He just didn't study
Yeah,
rap. He went to go study reggae. He studied Afro beats. He studies pop. Like
yeah,
he's a sponge. So like when you have a sponge just like him, it's like it's hard not to end up being the greatest
yeah,
because he's to me he's up there with Michael Jackson.
yeah,
Like Michael Jackson. That like to me he's up there because
yeah.
of not only because of his numbers, but also how he has influenced the game so much.
Hundred
You know what
percent.
I'm saying? So the reason why he got there was he was just a sponge. Like anything that was thrown at him, he studied it,
Yeah,
went back, and did what he did. And also when he needed help, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to get on him about oh, he doesn't write his songs. I mean, not every like we're humans. Like you expect us to come up with every single idea.
for real,
Like
for
come
real.
on, G. Like like you expect someone to come up with every single idea, and not only that, like we're gonna get burnt out at some point. You know what I'm saying? As artists, if any artist says that they never get burnt out, that's cap. That's cap. We're human. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we're
Yeah,
not gonna know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's crazy, bro.
um,
Like even
yeah,
though I don't even make music, that's something what I kind of went through a couple months ago with this podcast. Like I had no way my head just wasn't straight as far as where I wanted to go and what was next. And I mean, I have a no, that's a whole nother conversation, but
yeah.
I want to piggyback off what you said. So Drake, this was a couple months ago, or matter of fact, this was like a couple years ago when he started getting into, I don't know what kind of music you call it, but it's like the English where he starts sounding like,
You talking about drill beats? The
yes, yeah,
the
yeah.
drill sound.
So
Yeah,
he started getting to that, and then he made a song with like Bad Bunny in like 2018. So this was
yeah.
all just shit you didn't expect from
Yeah,
Drake. Like
yeah.
who? He's a
That's
like a
something you
Spanish
didn't
artist.
expect. Like you didn't expect that from any artist,
Yeah,
any rapper. You're not expecting that from a regular rapper to just be like, "Fuck it, let me hop on a song with Bad Bunny."
yeah,
Like he was the only one who did it at the time, and then after that, everybody started catching on to the wave.
yeah, yeah,
But he was the one on like he helped drill music get its light that it has now. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like he helped get that light up there. I didn't know shit about drill music until Drake.
Had no idea.
No idea about drill
Yeah,
music until Drake.
I didn't even know.
I didn't even
That's
know what was Afro beats at the time until
yeah,
Drake.
yeah, me either, bro. I didn't even know that it's kind of selfish or like just naive to say that people in like the Europe didn't make music, but like people make music all over the fucking world. So it's kind of just stupid of me to say that, but yeah, I didn't know what it was before. Never
Yeah,
heard of it. Never even kind of
yeah,
looked
bro.
into it. Yeah, looked into it. But when you're in the studio making music, what do you like to do first? You like to kind of jot down some lyrics, some bars, or you like to listen to a beat first and then kind of just jump right into it?
I mean, at first, like when I first started and I didn't have somebody that could actually make my beats, I just went on YouTube. I went on YouTube and that's how it started. But now that like I have uh the GOAT around me, Denzel Stone, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Diamond Boy. Uh, you know, what can I say? Like first we first come up with melodies. I come up with a
Is
melody
that your go
first.
to?
Yeah, melody first. Like now, especially now, because he put me through something called boot camp, bro. It was hell. He made me do verses over. He made me like it got to a point where he was like he also
Yeah,
helped me write. Like he helped me write certain songs.
bro. Before you say anything, that's a friend, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's like
Man, that's not a friend. That's a brother.
yeah,
Like that's a brother. That's somebody that I keep close
yeah, yeah,
because like not only did he take me from where I was at the time, but he made me way better.
yeah,
Like he made me way better.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I keep him close, you know what I'm saying? Like that's somebody that I know for sure I'm always gonna keep close around me no matter what, because he didn't have to do the shit that he did. he could have charged me. He could have, you know what I'm saying, but he didn't because he just simply believed in my potential. And because of that, like no cap, I love him. Like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I love that man. Like no cap. You know what I'm saying, shout out Diamond Boy, no cap.
Bro, so uh I always talk about how it's just like if you say anything and throw flowers to people, like that's not you're not supposed to do that.
Mhm.
What the fuck? Like they're
That's
helping,
crazy.
bro. They're like helping you, whether if it's like your friends, your family,
Anybody that
a
helps me
fucking
get
stranger
flowers.
that you have no idea about that's basically just doing something for you. Just show love,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Like that's bro, showing love is gonna get you love. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
literally how it is. That's the policy. Whatever you put into the world is what you get back. You know, show love and you'll get love back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's simple as that. But like back to the topic on how I make music.
How you good,
Yeah,
bro?
we start off with the melody first, and then I come up with like a melody, right? And then he'd be like, okay, all right. And he starts like he goes crazy on FL. Like then he goes into FL, picks a sample, either goes and splice, picks a sample, and then okay, I use that melody and work around the sample. And then after the sample, he just starts with the drums, Then from the drums, we go into adding the actual melody
Yeah.
that I'm humming or singing or whatever it is, or rapping, and then we go from there. And then after that, I come up with like the first bar, and then he'll come in. Oh, second bar. All right, next bar I come up with, and he'll come in with the next bar, and then that's how it just goes. That's literally how it goes. That's literally our process. Like
Yeah.
that's the simplest way that I could like actually put
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It
It's
sounds
just
simple,
crazy.
but I'm sure
Ah,
it's hard
shit,
getting into it.
man.
Put you through a boot camp, bro.
Hey, nah, bro. Hey, look, we're actually trying to build a label out of it. We're trying to build a label out of it.
Yeah.
Right now, we do have a couple creatives working together. Also, follow Bootcamp on Instagram. It's called Bootcamp the Label. At Bootcamp the Label, it's exactly how you spell everything.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
just look that up, and then follow us. But we're putting that together for each other because we see the potential. Well, we see what ownership does to you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's what we want to do. We want
Yeah.
to be able to own our stuff.
I think fucking Nipsey Hussle talked about it a lot, bro. And it was I think it's
Man, rest in peace, bro.
yeah, rest in peace for sure. I think it's like mailbox money. So it's like
Oh yeah,
just how everything comes like full circle, whether if it's you're investing or you're putting out love or anything like that. But yeah, that's another thing I want to get into too, bro, is like having different people, putting them into a position as far as like getting to know podcasting. What is even podcasting? How do you start? What type of podcast website host do you post shit at? Like just different shit like that where people are
yeah,
not familiar with. I mean, granted, you can go to Google, YouTube, but I think it would be more I guess beneficial and you have that one-on-one with somebody to just give information to. And that it's something I want to work on too as well. I've thought about it. Like one thing I want to do is create a course all about podcasting, like
yeah,
literally podcasting 101. And I have the thing I have in mind is like 30 pages. I might drop down the PDF file to like 20, but it's like something that I have in mind. But I mean, it's just to go back off what you just said, is just spreading the knowledge to people because sometimes it's hard. And then sometimes people are charging crazy amount of money
yeah,
for
man.
just
What?
shit you can find on YouTube. And it's,
YouTube,
yeah,
like literally, YouTube is your best friend. Like
yeah,
I cannot kid you. Right now, I'm learning how to mix and master my own music, and I'm doing all that shit through YouTube.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
all of it through YouTube. So like yeah, ownership is something big. Like Nipsey Hussle did
Mhm.
basically change the game about ownership. Like you know what I'm saying, own your own stuff, own your stuff. Like you don't want the white man to come through and take all your talents and make money off of you. You know what I'm saying? Just own your own stuff.
Yeah.
Get yourself a LLC, which is something that I'm working on next. Get yourself a LLC. Put everything on paperwork, and also get you the right people, right lawyers around you, or people that can actually read contracts for you. And yeah, like just own your stuff. Make sure that you're owning your masters and owning all that other stuff. Even though I haven't been signed to a label or like talked to any big labels yet, you know what I'm saying? That's just something big to me. Like I'm gonna own my stuff, but I also want to sign like a deal. Like I
Yeah.
actually want to sign an
No, and
actual deal.
you know the crazy part is, bro, and this is like if you and I've seen people do this, and I learned this from a friend of mine that's like 35, and he has a couple businesses, but he just always told me, he's like, when you start acting like you're going to be that artist signed to a label, or be the fucking best podcast in the city, or the
Yeah.
best podcast on Spotify, start acting like it. You know what I mean? Like start putting down information to where it's it is what it is. Whether if it's hiring lawyers, or creating an LLC, getting a fucking a CPA to do your accounting, to write your books, like just different shit like that. When you're getting,
Treat it like
yeah,
treat it. Even though I'm not assigned to anybody, I act like I'm signed to somebody.
yeah,
I
exactly,
talk like I'm signed to somebody. Why? Because that's just how I want to represent myself when I want to show that I belong in that damn room. You know,
yeah,
even till right now, like I even feel like I'm the GOAT. Like I feel like I'm the GOAT. It's just nobody has noticed me
yeah.
yet, but I feel like I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm
We
saying?
I don't know. Do you follow? I think you do. Do you follow the? I think the last podcast I did with Ja.
Yeah. Oh yeah, John. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we talked about how you have to be.
She fired, by the way.
Yeah, she's fucking super fire.
Fired.
What's the word? I guess like insane, or like delusional, or just kind of crazy to think like you're the best fucking person making music. Or I'm the best fucking person making this podcast. Like I'm the best. Like no one else is better than me. But that's the way you have to think.
You have
And
to
we,
think like that,
and
man.
it's I think it just comes from just having that crazy thought, because if you don't, then I don't think you're ever gonna be that position that you aspire to be.
You're never gonna feel that motivated. You're not gonna be. That
Exactly.
just shows that you're not hungry.
Yeah.
You have to feel like you're the greatest doing it. Like you have to. Fuck all this people telling you be humble, da 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 da. Be humble, like be humble. Don't be flexing, not like flexing up on people, but also if somebody just know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your worth and being humble are two different things to me.
Yeah.
To me, those are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I would never let the only person that can actually humble me right now is God Almighty Himself. That's the only person that I believe that can actually humble me. But until God tells me that I'm not the greatest doing it, I'm the greatest.
Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, like that. That's simple.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't care about nobody else's opinion. And I don't really. It does that doesn't drive me anymore. Like that doesn't drive that doesn't drive me. That's why I don't preview music now.
Yeah.
I don't show people my music because I don't need your opinion. Like I don't need your opinion. I can release a song and then I can take your opinion. But before I release it, I want to be able to walk and learn. You know what I'm saying? And for that reason, like I said, like I'm the greatest one doing it. I don't care what nobody says.
Bro, you're so young, and I wish I had that mindset at 21, dog. Like if I had that mindset at 21, oh my God, this would be a totally different story. Like, and it's good that you have it so young, and I think the just having that at an early age is so tremendous, bro. Because there's people that don't find it till they're fucking 50, and it's like, where was this all along? And it's like, it trips me out that people are having this information. And it's good though. It's good because it's going to make the world a better place 100%. And a lot of things are going to transition from having that kind of mindset. Mm-hmm. It's a good mindset, bro. I'm right there with you. But when you made this last single, and I heard it the other day, or actually a week ago, and it was fucking dope, bro. Like I appreciate it was dope. And we were talking off air. Yeah. The beat too, like the whole production was the video, the scene.
Yeah, shout out Alejandro, man.
Yeah, that shit was dope too. But the single is "Thought You Knew That," right? Yeah. So it's not out yet on platforms as far as streaming, but the video's out. Yeah,
the video's out. But I'm dropping the song tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, talk to me about that though. What was the actual? Why did you make that song? What was inspiring to make that song?
Man, look, so there was this guy on Instagram, I forget his name, but he had made a song talking about like how he was sick of being broke, sick of like not having the right promo, sick of I'm gonna make sure I give you your credits whenever this comes out. I'm gonna give you your credits and I'm gonna post it because I'm gonna find it. But I was listening to him and he was basically talking to himself like in a mirror, like you're telling like he's looking at himself and he's like, bro, like I'm so sick of being me. Like I'm sick of being me. Like I'm sick of living through the stuff that I lived through. I'm sick of all the trials and tribulations and all that stuff. And when I heard that song, I was like, damn, like it spoke to me. So I was like, damn, I have to write something. It told me like, yo, like you have to write something like that because you've gone through the same emotions and you are going through the same emotions. I wrote this song back in October. It was October. It was October. I had went back home for like 2 days to go visit my family and stuff like that, just to go back home. And on the way home, I don't know, like on the way home I'm in the car and I'm just like thinking, I'm just thinking like, bro, like you've gone through so much shit. You're still going through so much, so many things right now. Like, bro, like I want to drop out of school. Like I don't want to do school no more. Me and my girl having like problems and stuff like that. Uh, it was just so much. Like my mom wasn't really involved into, and like wasn't involved or checking up on me like I felt like she needed to be. It was so many things, and the first thing that I told myself is, but I thought you knew that. Like you knew these kind of things was gonna happen because you left home, right? You left home. You came to college. Um, you got in a relationship. You knew the things that happened with those things. Like I knew that. Like you knew what you put in yourself through,
Yeah.
but you don't learn until you're actually going through it. Like you don't learn until, like I said, like I'm the type of person like I throw myself into things and I learn from it.
Yeah.
So basically, like I said, in the beginning of the song, it's my insecurities that I was talking. I like got scars. Why you ain't speak to the doctor? Why you at McDonald's when you want steak and lobster? Like tired of being tested. Why you speaking to the proctor? And I'm like, it's just me saying like, you have all these insecurities and you have all these issues, but you're not vocalizing them, right? And it's just basically me talking to myself in the mirror. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty much the whole song. It's just me talking to myself in the mirror. And then throughout the song, I also talk about like falling out with a group of friends. I had fell out with them, but over stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that really didn't have much to do with me. Like they how can I say, like they basically felt like I was being fake to them because I wouldn't hang out with them or talk to them like that or anything like
Sheesh.
that. But little do they know the shit that I'm writing in this song is what I'm going through. Like they're asking, oh, he not hanging out with us, or oh, he not talking to us, or oh, you're not doing this, like he's not doing this and that as a friend. But they forget that like I'm human, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm going through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, I'm not gonna want to be around people. He's my roommate and he's my producer. He's my brother. You know what I'm saying? But there's days that I didn't even see him yesterday at all. I didn't see you at all yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like I live with this
Yeah,
man, and
yeah.
there's days that I don't see him. You know, and then yeah. So like, you know,
Like that happens. How are you
yeah,
supposed to be chilling with friends?
yeah, like you know what I'm
Like you live
saying?
with this person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you
so I'm
mean.
like,
I know what
I
you
live
mean.
with this person. I don't even see him every day, and I'm like, bro, these kids, these dudes, and girls too, they weren't raised like me. They weren't raised how I came up. You know what I'm saying? I came up to don't rely on your friends, don't rely on nobody. Go get it your damn self. Go do it
Mhm.
yourself. I'm more independent. You know, and yeah, and like basically, like I said, like I did a lot of shit for them too, bro. Um, like like at this point, bro. The only thing I can say is fuck them. I'm saying fuck them
Yeah.
because I don't need them. I never needed them. You know what I'm saying? The energy that they brought to me was pure negativity. And then after that whole situation, I just separated myself, man. Like
Yeah.
I just literally separated myself. And after that, I just started blossoming, bro. Like started feeling better. Money, more money was coming into my pockets. I was able to focus better. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird how it happens like that, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Like a simple, yeah, just weird how that shit happens,
Like I
man.
started focusing a lot more on myself and learning more about myself when I literally um distance myself
Mhm.
from people. And then like also they were grimy ass people, bro. They would talk about people behind their backs and don't think that other people are around or
And
gonna
still
hear
chill
this
with and
shit
still chill with the
and still
people.
chill with the same people, bro.
Exactly.
And talk, bro. And I was like, bro, like where I'm from, that kind of shit would get you shot. Simple as that. Like that kind of shit would get you shot, bro. Like we don't throw subliminals, or we don't throw uh um we don't go behind people's back
Yeah.
and talk. We don't do that shit. Where I'm from, you get your ass shot for that. You know what I'm saying? or you'll get your ass beat up like for
Yeah.
real. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so like that's pretty much the full song. It's just talking about my insecurities and my problems. And I'm literally talking to myself in the mirror. And that's, as you can see that in the music
Yeah.
video. The music video was hard, man. Like it took some time to make it. It was like 3 days. We shot for 3 days, man.
Jeez. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucking dope. It was definitely worth it, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Definitely
Shout
fucking
out
worth it.
Alejandro.
Like, yeah, shout.
I gotta keep him a
Yeah.
shout. I gotta give him a shout out, bro. No cap, because
Yeah, yeah. No.
that was a phenomenal ads video, bro. That's the best
Yeah.
video I've ever had made.
Yeah, I'm gonna link in the description for sure, just so y'all can
Yeah.
see how dope that shit was. But just to wrap up this whole thing, bro, what else you got working on? What can we expect from you next?
I'm working on my next album right now. I dropped an album in 2019. Just being naive and was like, shit, fuck it, I'm gonna drop an album.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it. Like I'm that. I'm that. I'm him. But I went back and listened to the things that I need to fix, and I've grown a lot. And right now, that's what I'm in the process of writing the next album. I was gonna drop a project, but I scratched it because we grew we grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The songs were hard to like. I kind of regret not dropping it, but like at the same time, it's like I'm on to the next thing right now. So the album for sure is next. I don't know. We're thinking about titles right now. But album is next for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I'm always curious because I think like Chris Brown said this in a video one time. He has like close to like 3 to 4 thousand songs like in the vault,
Mhm.
or I think it was 30 or 4. Maybe it was some crazy ass number.
Yeah.
How many songs right now you got on? You got on lock in the vault?
Right now on in the vault, I think I have up to 19 to 20. I would have had more, but I went through a stage where I kind of got burnt out and I just took a break and I was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I'm gonna take like 2, 3 months off." But if I wouldn't, if it wasn't for me taking that break, I would probably have probably like 50. You know what I'm saying?
What's
That's how crazy we go.
Why not drop the songs? Like what was stopping you?
I just want to have a plan. I have music, but I don't have a plan for it. Like that's another thing that I'm gonna say. That's like one of the biggest things. Like us as underground artists, we drop music with no plan. That's why people don't blow up or see the results that they want to see. You drop music with no plan, and that's the reason why. Like I don't
Mhm.
have a set plan or the a budget to push the project. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much why. Like
Yeah.
it's just like I don't pretty much have a plan on it too much right now, but I'm working on a plan as we
Mhm.
go right now. So I could be prepared by the time the album is done. Whenever I drop it, like I'm able to pay for the promo that I want to pay and get on the sites that I want to get on, all this other stuff. And yeah.
I always like to end with some advice. So you've been doing music for a couple years now.
Yeah.
Someone that's kind of getting into the game, whether if it's producing, making music, beats, whatever, what's something you can give to them so they can take and yeah, just take and run with it.
Don't quit. Don't listen. Like, don't quit. Just don't quit.
Well, shit, man. We're gonna wrap it up right there.
Yes,
One more
sir.
time, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. It's
appreciate you too, man.
I know it took some time to get down here, so I appreciate that. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end it right there. One time for HTX Drizzy.
Yes, sir.
Dyreek.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, we're gonna end it right there, guys. Until shout out to y'all one more time. If you're still watching, like this video because it helps circulate on YouTube.
Yes,
Subscribe
sir.
if you haven't subscribed. We'll see you next
For
time.
sure.
Peace.